it does to think negatively. It's called stress. It's called heart disease. It's called diabetes. It's called insomnia. It's called obesity. It's called so many things that we don't want, we don't desire, we don't like. So if we start with changing the echo of what it is we desire, more of that. And this is, yes, this is getting into attracting.
Yes.
And it's getting into polarity and what's the other quantum physics. It's some mumbo jumbo stuff, but if you have to refer to the Bible, and I don't know Bible scripture, so I cannot quote Bible scripture, but I'm sure that there's a Bible scripture out there that tells you about speaking life.
Yeah.
It says exactly that.
Yeah, exactly that. And the power of the tongue, and in Jewish is Lashon Hara, right?
Okay.
So give life, not death. So if you speak it, you create it. We are creators of our destiny. So stop Lashon Hara.
All right, so we said a mouthful, Love Healing Room.
Yeah.
And for everyone else out there who's watching this, we need to take control. Speak your mind, speak your heart. The line is open. We would love to hear from you. All right, secret and silent flutterbys, double dutch in when you're ready. And for our virtual audience, if you want to join in with your voice, you can dial 248-289-5882. Again, the number is 248-289-5882. Because we're live on multiple platforms. Unfortunately, we cannot see you. You can see us. We cannot comment right now, but we can comment later. But we would love for you to share. Speak your mind, speak your heart. So,
Echo of the heart.
yes. Wow. Now, when we came up with this topic, of course, Joanne, you were giving us, bless you, a whole storyline about some episode of Highlander.
Not Outlander.
Outlander. Okay, one of them shows. But when I look back at the promo, I had to stop and think about what I've been echoing. It made me stop and think and feel grateful for the manifestation of my heart. I'm so grateful. And I believe that we each have something that we can stop and think about what we're echoing. And there's always an opportunity for us to change.
Amen.
Last week, one of the callers was talking about self-worth. So whatever you echo out, whatever it is that you're releasing is what's going to come to you. So that means you have to change this battleground that's up here and the thoughts that you have of that self-worth that you have for you. Because if you have children, you have sisters, you have brothers, who you are affecting them to a certain extent if they're not sure of their footing. And they may be looking, how can I help? What can I do differently that I don't have this repeated pattern or this repeated thing that I keep doing? And I'm feeling less and less and less and less. And that's what that energy does. It zaps the hell out of you. So you have to either wake up or the night before, whether it's affirmations you're saying, something that you're saying to this heart to get it to echo, get it to heal you. And it wants to do that. So why don't you talk to your heart? Talk to it. You know, why don't you massage it and rub on it and let that essence of love flow out of it.
Absolutely.
And you're going to see something totally different take place in your life. And the thing is, do you really want it? Do you really desire it? And the one thing I'm finding out, just in researching and doing different things, is if that self-worth comes out of the mouth, it's in your heart, it's in your bones, it's in your blood. And if you try to, you want to be able to, I don't know if read is a good word to use. You want to get it out. You just want to get it out so that you can receive something, totally different. Don't carry that in your bones or in the marrow of your bones. You have to realize that if it's been there for a minute, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years,
Never too late.
Never. I'm a testimony to that one.
Never too late.
It is never too, but this.
Yeah.
A lot of times we're only repeating what we heard.
This is what Tupac said. He said, "We are born as one unit, but we are conditioned, and we meet in this world the conditioning of our mind and of our body. So we are born into this world, into a conditioned world. So this world feels fear, this world feels doubt, but we are born with a clean slate as one. We don't know about the condition of this world, but once we get into it, we are conditioned. We conditioned in school, we go to work, the atmosphere of each place, that the atmosphere in your home, on your work, when you're driving on the street, the atmosphere in these places, we born into that condition. But when we came into the world, we won. We pure.
So how do you can't, I think you can get back to that to a certain extent. You do have to maybe detox from some of the things that are causing you to think a certain way.
So why do you think it is that I'm watching Outlander so many times? Because on that show, it has mayhem and chaos and love. And I choose to hone in on the love and the type of love these two people have for each other. And what is, if they have disagreements, and what they agreed on, and how they bond in with each other. And I choose to hone, and I'm learning a lot of things about it. And from them on that show. And they are the example. They show his stepdaughter example, his cousin, his nephew example, and his adopted son an example, that they said that they want to be just like them. That with so all mimic the unconditional love. He said it. I want to have, and she said it. How could I have the love that I see you and Daddy have? Because I didn't see it in me. Right. You understand?
Oh, absolutely. So my daughter said that about my husband and I. She's like, I want the kind of love that you all have. And I'm so grateful
that you could,
I can show her. I'm living, I'm a living example. And I believe that there are more living examples.
Yes, and more.
And it's good that you're able to glean that from that show. And so that's important, because you're focusing on that will help you to echo that.
Because that's my intention. My intention was of the good, of the loving, of the soft, of the gentle, of the meek in the show, not the harsh part, because this man is a thug.
You probably like that a little bit.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, I like that, but I don't love that about him. What I loved about him is that the harshness of him is not as profound as the gentleness of him and the loving part of him. And he said it. He said, if you are not here, Claire, I will sleep under the star, and I will be a thug and a thief and a murderer and be so comfortable, but I got you. And I'm happy being with you. And I will do anything to be with you. And the dog part just flew through the window because he choose his heart, to choose the loving part that he has in him, the gentle part that he has in him. And this is what we're talking about today. We have to make a choice and an intention. And this is what we speak about every day. And yeah, we might sound sappy and
So let's check in with the callers so they can. What you have to say?
What are you echoing
Yes.
out of your heart?
Yes, because we are at the halfway mark. And for those of you who are new to the Love Healing Room, this most certain, well, yeah, Joanne. Yes, but this is open forum. So if you want to veer from the discussion around echoes of the heart, that's totally fine. Totally, completely. It's always fine, but especially during open forum. So secret and silent flutterbies, the line is open. All right, double dutch in whenever you're ready. And remember, if you are watching us on Facebook, on Twitter, Periscope, or YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Love Healing Room.
And welcome to the Love Healing Room.
Yes.
New viewers.
Wow. Okay, so this color scheme, it looks really good. That pop of color in the middle is perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. I did not get up knowing what I was going to wear today, but apparently,
It just flowed that
it
way.
clicked. It clicked very well.
Mhm.
So, wow. We're almost at the end of 2020, and this year has created some really different. It's really different, and I'm believing, I'm projecting, I'm setting intentions that we're not going to go back to where it used to be. Clearly, we can't.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we should. We shouldn't go back to where that it used to be. There are a lot of things that we need to adjust and correct for ourselves personally.
Yeah.
So this is a time for renewal.
Recalibration.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Darla,
Yes.
you've been quiet over there.
I was just waiting to double dutch.
Double dutching your sister.
No, I'm just thinking about echo that, because when Terry brought up the sonogram, I was thinking when I had to go and get my heart checked, they did an echocardiogram. And thank God it is echoing very strong. There was nothing wrong with my heart. And so when I think about that, I think about how so many people are brokenhearted, and not necessarily from a love relationship, but just brokenhearted. And I think a lot of times that's what they're echoing out, is that brokenness that's in their heart. So, I just seek to want to be able to help people to mend their broken hearts so that they may echo out this love and the life, because a lot of times we're missing out on our best life that we could be living right now because we're holding on to our broken hearts.
Well, we're holding on to fear of being hurt. And I think I may have shared this before. Early in my dating years as a young adult, I dated out of fear. I dated out of fear of abandonment and disappointment. So I picked men that I knew if they broke my heart, disappointed me, or it was expected because of the type of people that they were. And it hurt, but not so much because that's what I set out for. And at some point, I decided I had to change my pattern of the type of men that I attracted or allowed myself to become involved with intimately and emotionally. And at some point, I would admit that I wasn't being completely myself with them because I didn't feel like I could trust them to hold me dear. But I didn't value myself enough to hold me dear.
Yes.
Sharing myself with someone that I knew couldn't treasure me, give myself a disservice. So decided that I was going to change my pattern, and I stopped dating the type of men that I knew would be emotionally abusive or would not be committed to the relationship in the same way that I am committed in a relationship. It was layers, because trust me, I didn't get it right for, maybe 10 more years, maybe 15 more years of dating as a young woman. I still didn't get it right because I was still operating in fear.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we have to realize too that we don't get what we want. You get what you are. And that what's come through. So you already knew.
I knew.
And a lot of times we don't know, until we start doing it. But if somebody can't love me, and I know it's something that you learn over a period of time, love me the way I want to be loved, or the love that I've seen in other couples. Because an example for me with my aunt and uncle. My uncle is 86. His wife is about maybe 59.
Wow.
And they have been
Okay.
together all of these years, and they're still together. And I give honor to my Uncle Donald and my Auntie Joy, because they were the example that I needed to see of what a man will do for a woman that he loved. But he could only do that for her because of the love that he had.
Wow.
Amen.
So it's a beautiful. And I thank you. I truly thank you for that. And like JoJo said, it takes us a minute. We don't get it all right in our 20s and 30s and 40s. Sometimes we're in our 50s. Sometimes we may be even older before we end up realizing that thing. But you are so worthy. And know that you are enough for any man or any woman to love you.
And the hard part of that was admitting what I was doing. I had to, I've tried to raise my daughter this way. You don't necessarily have to tell the truth to somebody else, but you most certainly need to tell yourself the truth. Look in the mirror and be honest about what you did, what you intended, and what happened, the consequences of what you did and what happened. Like, okay, it's not always somebody else. It is always me.
Yeah, you don't want to look at that part. It's
always
easier to blame somebody else or whatever is going on.
And it's not that they didn't do something, but if I had not put myself in that position, they couldn't have did it. I put myself in that position. So yeah, I had to own that. That's really, it's tough. It's tough to be responsible for what happens to you.
That's how it was.
Some of us accept the fact that we may not find that person that we're going to share the rest of our lives with. So we don't have to make ourselves desperate just chasing that man or woman who may not be out there, the one that really wants to spend that kind of time with us. It's okay. Sometimes a lot of people, they aren't enough for themselves. So they're like I said, sometimes you have to accept the fact that you may not find that other person. What do you ladies think about that?
I ain't accepting that.
Hey, wait to tell my testimony.
I ain't accepted it. I had the same to answer your question, but to piggyback off of Joe, because Jolette, what you are saying, I'm answering all my questions with no. My no's are getting so profound because my nose is telling me I am acknowledging me. So me saying no to you is lifting me up. And that attitude of you love yourself that much and you could be by yourself that much, that's a no, because that was me yesterday. It's not me today. Because if my desire is and my intention is to seek, to find, and get and have, that doesn't mean say I'm chasing after. I think that man is going to be there. I just have
to be
Yeah,
seen.
all you have to do
just need
yeah.
to see me.
Yes.
All you have to no dating site. Not really interested in dating site, but I decide to go. Do you know I have been getting?
There are plenty of men out there.
Yes, they are.
And he the right one. And that's the problem. Is that so many of us, oh, he came my way. The Creator sent it to me. And then 2 months later or 6 months later or whatever, they find out they know the Creator did not send him to me.
Well, that started again.
To me. And sometimes I say you have to accept some reality. And sometimes you have to be still. And yeah, it might, hopefully it'll fall off the sky. But when it doesn't fall off the sky, then when you tell yourself, oh, I'm not doing enough, I didn't do this right. So tell me, what is the answer?
So
when Mr. Right didn't come along.
So the answer is Mr. Right is not always in the way or the package that you expect him to be.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that he's not perfect for you.
Yes.
So we have these perceptions that we have to be honest with ourselves with. Is that in my best interest? So reevaluate from the very core of what it is you want and believe and know that you can have it. And if you stay there and make yourself open, and I'm not saying that you're going to have to date a whole lot, but you are going to have to date. You are going to have to let the universe know that you want this, that you desire, and that you're open to it. Because if you shut yourself off and you say that it's not going to happen because it's not presenting itself the way that you think it's supposed to present itself, then you will not have it. That echo does matter. So you have to put it into play. And when someone presents themselves to you and they're not right, you're gonna be like, oh, it's okay. He's not the one. Next.
Mm-hmm.
But from that person, there's something that you will gain from that person, because there is no happenstance. Everything happens for your best interest. Everything that happens is for your best interest. There's a learning experience. So the guy that you did yesterday that is not the right one, the one that coming out in your tomorrows, going to add something to you. Or take something away from you, and just have fun. Just have fun.
Interacting.
Just have fun.
Yeah. So we got some Facebook comments.
Okay, please.
So Martinique said, "Hi, my beautifuls."
Hi, Martinique.
And beautiful lady LaDonna said, "Hello, my beautiful reflections. You all look sexy this evening, glowing with love."
Thank you, lady.
And Danny and D. Gray said, "Awesome words of encouragement." I think it was after something that Omar had shared.
Thank you.
And then Lady says, "I'm happy that I am an example to myself. Therefore, we become a living example that change is possible for all things. It levels this SHIT. We conquer all things. Stand strong."
That's right.
And then she said, "Sorry for the typos. It's levels to this SHIT. We have the power to change the old mindsets." Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And don't give up on love. That's what I say. I have shared many times that how my husband and I met was not conventional. There's no way that you could have told me 10 years ago that I would have met him the way that I did. I would not have believed it. No, I would have said no.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said no. But at the time, I started dating and I was being open, and I did come across quite a few guys that they weren't right. They weren't ready for me. I couldn't be and have what it was that I wanted, but I kept a belief, and I kept a laughter. You just don't know how I planted laughter in my future by laughter. And now I laugh every day. I crack the hell up every day with Rodney. So what energy are you putting out there? It really does echo. I'm a living example of that. It does echo. Trust and believe that you can have someone to be your life partner for the rest of your life. Someone who wants the things that you want for the rest of your life.
Yes.
You can.
I believe it, BJ.
These mates that we have, male or female, when they come to us, remember they're thinking about the same thing we are. They're getting themselves together, so they have issues too. So when they come to us, they are perfect for us because we are dealing with the issues that when they come with an issue, is an issue. The issue that they come with is the issue we had to get rid of. And the issue that you go towards them is the issue they had to get rid of. So we're working on it together. And if we take the time to work on it together, we will be fine. But these people are not coming silky white. They're not coming in a white gown. They have issue because they live life.
Yeah.
Amen.
We all got some shit to do.
We sure do.
I mean, it's a SHIT.
Well, the experiences of life can be wonderful. It really can. Do you want it to be wonderful, or are you still echoing that old SHIT?
Shit.
Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate it. But it's up to us with that. And if I truly believe that BJ is coming my way, I know that he is. And I'm not putting a timetable
And if
on
his
him.
name end up being JB,
JB
she's gonna be okay with it.
I really am.
Mhm.
JB and BJ doesn't have nothing to do with his name. It is what is on the inside of him. It is what I am looking for. And BJ is going to know what BJ means. He really is. Because we're going to be linked together and spend time together. We're going to get to know one another. You think I'm going to tell him off the bat what BJ is? No, that's why I work for that. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, about it. Because I don't know where I may, end up meeting him. But the experience.
So that's what the caller should be focusing on. That's what you should focus on. That's what I suggest. And like I said, I focused on laughter. And that's what echoed back to me. It's laughter, beautiful laughter. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
And you can have that.
Yes. You shall get what you desire. Yes. I can't wait to tell my story.
We are our creators. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I'm not ready to share it now, but it's still unfolding, but it's unfolding so beautifully. I mean, I met someone in an unconventional way, someone who didn't fit my perception of what I would have, because I never thought it would be someone older than me, because usually younger guys are attracted to me in their 40s or something. And I always say, I don't want no old man, but I really meant somebody old in spirit.
Right.
Somebody just want to sit down and rub liniment on their knees and rock in their chair and watch The Price is Right, not that. But someone who has life, but it's someone who's like 5 years older than me, but we have just so much in common. They don't even live in this state. But they're not that far away though. And it's been unfolding beautifully. And I'm just enjoying the experience, just allowing just the path to unfold before us. This is what we agreed that we're going to do. We're going to allow, God to be the lamp upon our feet and the light upon our path. And we're just going to keep walking forward and see how it unfolds. And, should it not continue, it will still be okay, because what it is showing me is that it's possible, because I'm getting what I need.
Yes.
I'm able to give what I need. So it's possible, because that's what I opened my heart to, and I desired it. And I was speaking to him before I even met him.
You were singing.
Yes. Put me on some Kim. Yup. Yes. Yes. You can give me all the love I can stand. Yes, you can.
Yes.
Where are you? Just the week before I was saying, where are you? I feel you. Where you at? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And then
I
I'm
love that.
Then you
we
go.
go.
And then you end up mad at me because I end up saying, I'm calling out to him.
Mhm.
Where is he?
Yeah.
And that master of anticipation that I have, you know, for him, it's going to be a beautiful thing. So Joe is doing her.
Keep giving me all positive rhetoric. I hear you, lady. I need
Time
to
out.
hear that positivity coming from you.
So we saying it's time out for a change. We gotta change. We gotta push positivity. We gotta push out the time out for that hurt. And I'm scared and afraid. Come on, be
There's
brave
no
and jump.
reward without any
No,
risk.
you can't stay. You can't stay behind the house and hide under the covers and want and get what you want. You gotta have to go out there. You gotta put on makeup, change your clothes, come out of that duster and walk out the door and look sexy walking out. Yes, you gotta do that thing. It's time out, ladies and gentlemen. It's time out to change your perception and change how you think and set your intention and go do it.
A woman of my age wants a brother who can get up and get to stepping like I can. Go
Okay.
And that's what you're gonna get.
We stand in agreement.
You went with that.
Yeah.
They want to sit around. They want to come to my house and watch TV and have me cook. You know what I do when I do day to day? I cook, but you gonna clean up the kitchen. You know, we'll clean it up together. I know sisters who be so glad to get a date that the guy come over, he don't bring nothing, he just show up. You feed him, and then he sit around and watch TV, and then he get up and go home, and you gotta go in there and still clean up the kitchen. I don't play like that. But yeah, hopefully hopefully I'll meet a brother where the equipment is working.
Definitely. We want that too. We agree with you. All equipment has to be working.
Okay? And they done broke their equipment. So yeah.
They broke it?
My age is looking for the right type of brother in the right frame of mind who wants to get up and do
Thank
my
you.
brother, he didn't have any teeth. I mean, I'm saying, where did you find your teeth? About why he don't have teeth in his mouth. Really, I don't want to be bothered with
That no teeth is good.
keep up their appearance.
He had no teeth in
So I'm just asking questions, lady, and trying to keep the conversation going.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
no.
We got some more comments in Facebook.
He's so funny.
Danny and D. Gray said, you have to be comfortable with your own heartbeat and rhythm before you can enjoy another person's heartbeat or rhythm. Love the beat of your drum and the rhythm will draw your melody.
Beautiful.
Ooh, I love
Beautiful.
that.
said.
Absolutely.
Well said.
And Lady said, teamwork, Miss Supernova. Yes, it really works in our favor. I love the journey, and that's what matters. Love conquers all things. And then Danny and D. Gray said, if you are offbeat, you will draw others that are offbeat. Amen. Yes. And Lady said, get ready, ladies. Open up to you and receive love.
Yes.
And Danny and D. Gray said, LOL.
Hello.
Yes.
Thumbs
Yes.
up.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
That is one
Yes.
of my, I can't say childhood fans because we met when we were very young. And we have been friends and we keep in contact, with one another. We have some of the deepest conversations, with one another. And I love her. I love her energy. And we glean off of one another. She feeds me, I feed her, and we receive, and it's reciprocated, going back and forth. It's a give and take, between us both. And then it might be 6 months before we talk again.
It's okay.
And it is, and we know that it is
Mhm.
okay, to do that. So find that echo, find that heart that you really want to echo out so that you can get it back, for yourself. Love is just a beautiful thing.
Love is a many splendor thing.
How about lightning?
That girl can sing. beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wow. Okay, so this has been fun talking
Yes.
about Echoes of the Heart.
Mhm.
It really has been, and I thank you, Love Healing Room. Thank you so
Yes.
much to our audience members who have, participated in the
Yes.
conversation. Again, for those of you who are watching us on whatever platform, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Love Healing Room. We most certainly need to keep this conversation and this energy going. If you need to detox from negativity, detox from negativity.
Yes.
Detox from fear, detox and get your life back where you want it. Well, get your life where you want it to be.
Where you want
Because
it
it
to
may
be.
not be back. You need to get your life where you want it to be. And it starts with echoing what you desire in
Yes.
your heart. Powerful.
I know.
Yes.
It's over with. Too bad we don't have a part 2, 3, 4, 5, with that, because the echoing is going to be continual.
Yes.
Please do that. Please do.
Love is
Yes.
the root of all healing. And I am a big, 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 big believer in love.
Yes. Me too.
It's not over.
Yeah.
Everybody can have
It's not
someone.
just a fantasy.
No.
Yeah.
It's real. Yeah.
Try it. I keep saying, try it before you decide to do something. Think love. What will love do?
Mm.
What love does?
Mhm.
Do the things that you need to do in love. Be that love.
And what's so funny is once you start doing that and you meet women they're not quite right for you, it'll be okay to say, no, thank you.
Mhm.
Trust me,
I'm good.
no, thank you.
I'm good.
And still feel like your woman, your girlfriend, your life partner is coming.
Yes.
That's when you know you're operating in love,
Yeah.
is when that you don't feel defeated because
You said no.
Right.
that person wasn't the one.
Mhm.
Like, ooh, I must
Yeah.
be getting so close.
Yes.
What's that song
Yeah.
by Ariana Grande? Thank you, next.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't know the
Yes,
song,
thank you,
but that
next.
was me.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I must be getting close.
Mhm.
Danny says, love you, ladies. Thank you.
Oh,
I love you too.
Love you.
Yes, yes.
Love you. Love you. Love you.
So don't forget, we also have merchandise, which echoes our love.
Yes.
So check us out on our Etsy store, Love Healing Room. Check us out on our website, Love Healing Room.
The Love Healing.
The Love Healing Room. Yep. Well, we have merch and also on Teespring as well.
Yes.
So check out our merchandise.
Yes.
And we're on all these platforms at once. So yes, we're on
We don't have to
YouTube,
share.
yes, Twitter, Periscope, and
And
Facebook
Facebook.
Live,
Mhm.
all simultaneously.
So big shout out to
Ooh,
Armand
yes.
Franklin.
Thank you.
Yes, my godson, thank you. He is the best.
Power to the Armand. Power to Armand.
We love you.
He is the bomb.com.
Oh, yes,
He worked it out for the
yes,
sisters.
he did.
So those of you who follow us on Facebook, yes, there are some random test videos out there. Last night with Darla and Armand and myself
And Carter
working
and
it out.
Connor.
And Carter and Connor, no, the ninjas working it out. We worked it out.
Yes, we did.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay, we're almost out of time, but before we get ready to go, Love Healing Room, secret and silent flutterbys. Do you have something that you'd like to share before we say goodnight? All right, but guess what? We didn't forget. Last week, a couple of our audience members asked for us to talk about self-worth. We didn't forget. Don't worry, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. We are going to
Mhm.
dive deep into that because we each have something, very profound and just vulnerable for us to share.
Yes, absolutely.
So
I look forward to that,
I know
though.
me too.
I really do.
It's gonna be good.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so ladies, any final shares before we get ready to go? We got about 30 seconds.
I just want to say thank you to the woman of a particular age.
Yes.
You are
Love
awesome.
you.
You are awesome.
Yes,
You're
you
the
are.
bestest. Thank you.
Yes, the best is.
Mhm.
Okay, so everyone, it has been amazing spending this time with you. Because we are live on YouTube tonight, we're not gonna have an afterglow. This is the afterglow.
Mhm. It's just
Make
a
sure
glow.
it's the glow.
The
So make
glow
sure
up.
you like, share, and
And subscribe.
subscribe.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Please.
Yes.
Yes.
And join us here next Sunday, same time, same intention, to be open to give and receive love at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, we're going to leave you with
Namaste.